Based on the original Space Hulk board game from around 30 years ago, Cyanide Studio brings us Space Hulk Tactics, and I'm looking at it on the PS4. It's a turn-based battle between Space Marines and Gene Stealers on a console that hasn't got many of these type of games around at the moment. So the first person mode is a great way of putting yourself into the action head on, and this is something that I didn't expect to see in this type of game. I often struggle when playing these type of games to get into the atmosphere, as you always feel a bit detracted from what's going on with the more traditional isometric view. The isometric view actually brings you back to the classic tactic style game aesthetic, but still does a good job of creating a great atmosphere. The overall look and feel of the game works really well in both modes, and I enjoyed the Space Hulk style aesthetic too. I'm not a massive player of tactics style games, but this game did a good job of bringing my knowledge up to speed in the tutorial mission, and it felt like I was prepared to take on the Gene Stealers after my objective to extract 2 Space Marines ended pretty successfully. After I was plunged headlong into real battle, it took me a while to acquaint myself again with the controls in the heat of the battle, but I got by, and this is definitely a game that will reward you if you stick at it, and the controls will eventually become second nature. The game gives you the opportunity to play as the Gene Stealers as well, and this is really where the game works excellently. Turns are generally split into 2 types of phases. There's the action phase, and then there's a trading card phase as well. Within the trading card phase, you'll get certain buffs added to your action phase by trading in certain cards for action points. Some of the downsides to the game are its pace in terms of swapping between characters and turns, and this slightly detracts from playing out what is meant to be a frantic battle between Marine and Alien. This type of tactics game on the PS4 is pretty scarce, so I can only applaud what has been achieved here, as it feels like it was built specifically for a console as opposed to a PC game ported to console, which is a good thing. One thing I would say though is that if you don't like tactics turn-based genre of video games, then this will not be the game to convert you, even though the first person mode goes a long way to moving forward a non-believer like myself and wowing me with its presence. I therefore say that this gets a melting rating this time round, as it's a game for lovers of the genre rather than something that everybody will enjoy. This is Richard, this is Games Freezer. This was Space Hulk Tactics on the PlayStation 4.